Hello there, welcome back to the channel. So just an update on the Legends pinball machine. Accelerometer, which sits, I don't know if you can see it from there, that's the board there. I took that out, put a bit of this double-sided tape on there and put it back in to try and give it a bit of insulation, because I'm getting a problem now where there's like a vibration as if I've tapped the right nudge button, even though I had them disconnected. It's an annoying glitch, and I did get hold of them about it, and they just told me the usual story. Well, send us a video, which I did. I managed to capture it on video, and I may attach that clip onto this so that you can see what I mean. I just did a very short video clip of it. But basically they've now told me, after I sent them all that information, to do a reset. So in other words, a factory reset on the machine, which requires that the nudge button on the left side is connected, because I believe it's nudge and left flipper. When you turn the machine on, you hold those, goes into factory reset, and then you have to, well, you do a backup before that of all your data, do the factory reset, restore your data, update it to the latest version, but I'm a bit reluctant to do that. So I thought I'll try that first. A bit of insulation on the board and see whether that helps. And at the same time I did put a switch. I added the switch into the bottom of the machine. Don't know if you can see that in this light. In fact, hang on, I'll just get a bit of light onto this here so that you can see it a bit better. So I've now installed this switch to turn the flipper buttons on and off. Did make a bit of a mess of it. I butchered it because I ended up cutting the wrong wire, flipper button wires. Realized that afterwards had to solder or solder, however you pronounce it in your country, those back again. And then while I was doing the soldering, I had the soldering iron set to, I think it was on maximum temperature, which was 450 Celsius. It was way too hot. Started melting part of the plastic on that switch, but it did survive. I've since resoldered or resoldered the thing. But I did manage to damage the contact on that button when I was trying to pull it out. It just came out of the switch altogether. This is the switch, or button, not switch, button, which I've pulled apart. These are the inside bits of it. It's got like a contact in there, very fiddly, and the pins sit somewhere in there, but yeah, it's just too fiddly to put it back together. I'm not sure how that all works. It seems really cheap and joyful. So I've nicked a button out of pinball machine that I built myself. Problem is, these that are in the machine are 27mm diameter. These are 30mm. So I've got my drill bit and I'm busy drilling this hole, making it bigger. Now I've just drilled that, but because it's tapered, it doesn't go all the way through. So I have to file it down now, and then I'm going to fit these buttons instead. They seem to be maybe a bit better quality. They've got the same size contacts on them, so that's lucky. So that's going to be my mod on the pinball machine. I may just get some blanks to put in these holes, 30mm blanks, and move the nudge buttons down, the same as I did on my own build, and I found that's much better because I keep tapping these by mistake, hence the need for the switch to turn it off. But I need them to be on when I'm playing Pinball Arcade and Pinball FX off my PC. So that is the latest upgrade on that. A bit disappointing about the sudden vibration I get in the middle of a game. and it has spoilt my game on a few occasions where I've been on a really good score and I feel I could have beaten the highest score on the game, and lost the ball because I was trying to hold the ball with the right flipper, and as I'm about to shoot, it's as if the nudge button has been pressed even though they were disconnected. The table shakes, lose the ball or mess up the shot. So I'm trying to get that sorted now. So that's just a bit of an update on the Legends pinball machine. Just wondering whether anybody else has had any similar issues or anything, and what your thoughts are on that. But I don't think these buttons being positioned right next to each other is a good idea. Not a very good design, I think. I may drill another hole further down, put the nudge buttons there, then I can't tap them by mistake, and just get blanks to put in these holes, just get 30mm blanks. But I'll see how I go with these other buttons. Like I say, I've got that switch underneath. I can turn them off because you've got the accelerometer does kick in when you actually physically shake the table, so you don't really need these for the tables that are on the machine itself. Okay, I thought I'll just add this onto the video because I've now installed this button. Had to get the old filenizer out, the half round one, to get the hole nice and round. Button fits nice and snug in there now. As you can see, it's all connected up, ready for action. Seems like a better quality button, and I don't know if you can see it, but from the top, move that out of the way, it seems to be closer to the case than the flipper button. These are just straight, they're not indented, whereas these are indented, but this sticks out more. If I just get something like this file with a straight edge, you can see there's a gap where the white button is. So that's how much closer it is from where the file was sitting there now. So I don't think it's going to be an issue accidentally pressing those. It might work out better. Whereas these are the original configuration, sticks out further. So they're pretty much parallel to each other. So I reckon that may solve my problem of accidentally nudging that. Although I've still got the switch as a backup. So I thought I'll just show you that. I'm going to do the other side as well now, just to make it match. And that should be good to go then. So I'll give it a test once I've finished doing the other one, and see how we go with that. But yeah, that worked out okay. And they're easier to install. You just push these in from the outside. You don't have this thread thing here to tighten, which is a hassle to get at with pliers or whatever. You know, to tighten that sort of ring on there to hold the button assembly in place. And they seem to be a lot longer. They stick out more on the inside than these buttons. So we'll see how we go with that. So I thought I'll just add this bit to the video as a matter of interest. Anyway, I hope that you found this video a bit informative and interesting, and until the next one, bye bye for now.